Hi, I'm Chris with Carnival Cruise X, and this is episode 142 of Yakety-Yak, straight from the Yak's mouth. John Heald, Carnival Cruise Line's brand ambassador, posts on his Facebook page where you can ask him questions. He reads the questions, he answers the questions. We read them all, and we take the cool, the funny, the weird, and we put them here for you. So on today's episode, we're talking about car seats being left with the porter. What happened to the carafe of water on the table in the MDR? Can I chew a cigar while walking around the ship? Can I check out life jackets to bring ashore? And do I need a visa for a stop in Canada?
And this is straight from the Yak's mouth.
Alright, question one. This cruiser wanted to know if they had a car seat for their baby, what else would it be for? Can they leave it with the porter upon arrival with the luggage tag on it? John said, yes, indeed you can. So if you don't want, if your child, I guess, is large enough to not have to travel onto the ship in a car seat, then check it with the porters. Put your luggage tag on it, and it will get to your room. Ta-da! Done and easy. Question two. This cruiser asked if they wanted to bring back the leaving of a carafe of water on the table in the main dining room. They didn't understand why this has gone away. John said it's because they used to sweat and drip all over the table, and there's no plans to bring them back. So in the last episode, we were talking about tablecloths. So if you have a giant carafe of sweaty, melty water on the tablecloth, it's just going to soak and drip on you. You want that with your tablecloths? No. So there are no plans for them to bring them back. They have a water bottle traditionally sitting next to you, and they can bring it to you at any time. So if you like having the carafes, I apologize, they're gone, but you can get water. Speaking of like, if you like what you see and you enjoy cruising content, please like and subscribe. We would greatly appreciate it. On to question three. This cruiser friend liked to chew on cigars throughout the day, but he never lights them. Can he walk around the ship with a cigar unlit hanging out of his mouth? That's a great question. John said yes, of course he can. But he can't light them anywhere on the ship except the designated smoking areas. So if you like that old Humphrey Bogart cigar in the mouth thing, you can absolutely do it. Just don't light it in or around the ship except for the proper areas, and you're good to go. Question four. This cruiser asked if Carnival would ever consider allowing to check out a life vest for their child when they go to port. This way they wouldn't have to pack one and gives them more room in the luggage without having a life vest in there. John said that will never happen, unfortunately. It would be against the safety regulations of the U.S. Coast Guard, because if they did that, they have X amount of life vest on board for everybody and a couple spares. So let's just say over 10 cruises, 50 people checked them out, 48 of them brought them back. You now have 10 life vests you're not going to have on board for everybody. So unfortunately, if you want to bring a life vest for your child, you have to pack your own. I know that they do make really thin ones that would probably fold pretty flat in the luggage. Probably easy for you, but you cannot take them from the ship to the shore. Not going to happen, John said. Last question. This cruiser is going on the Spirit from Seattle to Alaska and is wondering if they needed a visa for the stop in Canada. John said, no, you do not. Which is great, because we're going to Canada next year. So that's good to know. You don't need a visa to get into Canada if you're on a cruise ship with Carnival. So that's been episode 142 of Yakety-Yak, straight from the Yak's mouth. Thanks for watching. Please take care.